Hi, welcome to This Is My Architecture. I'm Lana from AWS, and today I'm joined by Ryan from Intel. Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
It's fantastic to have you here. When you think of Intel, you don't necessarily think blockchain. So would you mind telling us a little bit more of the work you're doing in the blockchain?
We're developing Hyperledger Sawtooth, which is an enterprise platform for building, deploying, and running distributed ledgers, also known as blockchains.
So that's fantastic, but could you help me understand a little bit what makes an enterprise solution for blockchain different than a normal public blockchain?
Yeah, totally. A lot of people have needs that don't necessarily work on a public blockchain due to the nature that the data is available to anybody to read. So Sawtooth allows people to develop their own private blockchain that they can share with people that they choose.
So modularity is something that's really important to enterprises. So for example, if I wanted to choose my own consensus types, could I do that?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's one of the things we love about Sawtooth.
And also, there's some issues with scalability. So for example, if I wanted to independently scale out a certain part of this platform, would I be able to do that with Sawtooth?
Yeah, absolutely. We've built it to be modular.
So I know that you guys use AWS services to actually build this technology. And would you mind going into that a little bit?
I'd love to. AWS has been super helpful for us getting this from just sort of a proof of concept to the product that it is today. Like most open source projects, we use GitHub as our source control. So when people push code to GitHub, it's going to send a trigger to Jenkins. Jenkins then kicks off a build job on one of these workers here. As part of these build jobs, we're going to run some unit tests to make sure that nothing went super wrong. So once the build job completes here, then we publish our artifacts from Jenkins into a S3 bucket. The artifacts are Debian packages, and this functions as an app repository on the public internet, so anybody that wants to download and play with Sawtooth can grab it right from there.
So what kind of an instance would you use for something like a unit test on blockchain?
Most of our instances for that right now are M4 larges.
Okay. So now that we're done building the artifacts, how do you make sure that they're actually stable long term?
Yeah, like I mentioned, we do some unit testing there just to make sure that we didn't introduce anything obvious. But in order to properly test the blockchain, we need to do some long-running tests. So what we do is we have some jobs that run on a Bastion host that are going to automatically provision some long-running networks of multiple nodes to make sure that over the course of, say, 1 day, 1 week, or 31 days, with a sample workload and a sample transaction family, then our blockchain is able to maintain consensus.
That's interesting. So we're using different length periods to make sure that consensus can still be achieved on the chain?
Yeah. We found that sometimes things come out really easily, just for running for 24 hours, for instance, and then oftentimes it takes a longer chain before you start to notice things.
That's great. And those are M4s as well?
Yes.
That's great. So I see there are two different parts to it. Are those different availability zones?
So in the past, we've done a lot of multi-availability zones to properly simulate what it would look like to have a truly distributed network.
That makes sense. So if I'm talking to a business provider in Portland and I'm located in New York, I would be able to do that.
Absolutely.
That's great. I think a lot of us think of blockchain as a way to make sure that your transactions and your data is kept secure. So why would you use something like a Bastion host?
We use a Bastion host because we don't want to have anybody just generically on the internet be able to talk to these long-running networks. So we security group them off and make sure that we can only talk to them from the Bastion host.
That's amazing. So this kind of bleeds back into the development cycle that most of us are familiar from building traditional software.
Yeah.
So that's great. So I'm sure a lot of the audience who's watching would like to try it out. So I know you can pull down the daily build from the S3 bucket.
Yep.
But what if I wanted to actually try out a stable build of Sawtooth?
So one of the things that we've recently done is published 2 AMIs onto the AWS Marketplace. We have one with a sample transaction family that simulates a supply chain demo, and then also there's you can download the source code off our GitHub.
Ryan, thank you so much for joining us and telling us a little bit more about Sawtooth. This was great. And thank you for watching This Is My Architecture.